All right, now you're live.
Good morning. We're live from Blaine, Minnesota, coming to you from the Super Ring here in the Twin Cities, where your Eagles will take on Northern Alberta. Northern Alberta in the green jerseys, Eagles in the white. Face it off versus Northern Alberta in the blue. Alberta had 6 on the ice, but no ball. Pushes it around the back wall where there it's picked up by Novi. She's going to battle for it down there with Schneider. So in the mix. Schneider pushes it up the wall, trying to get it to Glenn. With a nice move there on the pass to Helms. Nice backhanded pass by Helms. George picks it up against the wall with a chip shot there. Helms pursuing. Up by Schwartz again, chip shot again. Center ice, right out. Some great pressure. Get away there. Ball there. That's Britton. Walking out, he gets a stick on it. Sear picks it up the wall. Off the Schwartz, off the Connolly. We have an offside here. Great start. Great job of stepping into the breakouts and Alberta's having a tough time trying to get it. Finally on the face-off. Scrub there, comes over to Northern Alberta, the big play shooting, Watanabe. Takes the best against the gas. She battles there. Comes back across the wire.
Put the mic on the other.
Hopefully you can hear me a little better now, folks. I think you might have had the mic on upside down. Our sound engineer, Axel Ligon, is speaking straight back. Hopefully that's better. There, yeah. Gasso gathers up center ice, chip shot there to win. Briggs goes second back with a head of steam. He's got some
What the fuck, man? Jesus Christ. I think ask him again, like.
up front. Ellingson in net. Shot off the pads there. Rebound gets there. Glenn's battling it. It's pushed in high. Good play. That pass. Get on that. She's going to go battle for it behind the net. Able to push it up the boards to herself. Now she's going to reverse. Like it's not coming through these. Did they hear Koji?
I don't think they can hear anybody.
Look,
Except for
just pull it up on your thing. Are you pulling it up? Pull up the game on the YouTube. Huh?
Go! Should I try again? Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Hold on.
Testing.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Struggling with some audio difficulties here, folks. Not sure if you could hear us earlier, but we are back. It's 7:52 left. Eagles with a 2-0 lead versus Northern Alberta early in the first period. Apologize for the technical difficulties. Sometimes you get what you pay for. I'm joined by our excellent production manager, Axel. He does sound, video, audio, keeps our schedule running, so please thank him for his time. And I believe we've got Koji Watanabe on as well. We did our best broadcast so far.
Oh, puck is right below the goalie for a
We used
whistle.
all of our good work early on here, Koji, and now they're going to get what's left here. Well, hopefully you can hear us here at home.
Yep.
Eagles, an awesome start. versus this Northern Alberta team have really controlled the time of possession. Have gotten the puck to the center of the ice, and good things have happened there with a couple of goals early on.
Yeah, O'Brien with a nice breakaway goal for Eagles first, and the second one was shot from point by Schwartz. And they're again up 2-0 with just 7 minutes remaining in the first period.
So Rodriguez, Snyder, and Ebling on the ice right now with Gasso and Novi. We've got Ellingson in net if you joined us late. Shot wide there by Novi, but picked up against the back wall. Battled for there, but now it's controlled by Northern Alberta, but Ebling gets a stick on it against the wall. Nice job by her. They go down in a pile. Puck pushed around the back wall there. Northern Alberta gathers it up. Connolly with a nice stick there. That was, another one by Connolly. Boy, she's close to a couple breakaway opportunities there. A really nice job.
Should have been an icing.
Ice called off there. I saw Coach Corey wanted the ice there.
Yep, nice stretch pass from Novi to now point in the corner. We got Connolly and Watanabe over to Gasso with a shot.
Nice shot by Gasso. Pushed away to Northern Alberta. Stretch pass across there. Schuler defending. She blocks the shot there. Nice job. It's picked up off the back wall. Gasso chips it up to Watanabe. Watanabe to Connolly. Connolly's got Britton out wide. Stretch pass right there. Number 4 by Northern Alberta, able to get a shoulder there and had a lane. Keep Britton from that, but a great idea. Pass across. Going to lead a Syric. Shot skips away there. It's low hard shot by Syric. Northern Alberta breaks out into neutral ice. Britton gets the stick on it there. She gathers it up. Looks at Snyder for a second. Pushed it back to Gasso. Snyder back to Britton.
Really a great job with the crisp pass work for the Eagles. And also, just creating turnovers when Alberta is trying to break out. Once again, we see it right here. Good sustained pressure.
I feel like early on, much more crisp than they were last weekend versus Milwaukee, especially in that first game where we really struggled to catch the pass.
Another Schneider in the slot.
Syric. Glove save there by the Northern Alberta. But doing a nice job of catching the pass, seeing it all the way in.
The passes are connecting.
First, not being in a hurry to make the next play. And
You're right.
Saw a lot of pucks just kind of leaking off sticks last week, and eyes up and ready to make the next play instead of seeing it all the way in. So looks like the Eagles have been intentional about that this week in practice. Controlled by O'Brien, centering pass there. Nice job, Snyder tries to get the shot there. Gwynn gets a stick on it where it's picked up by Weisner and neutralized.
Great play by Weisner.
Great pass back to Gwynn. Shot by Gwynn goes a little high. Pushed around there, really, again, moving the puck well, Toby.
Nice stick, yes.
2 great sticks by her in this series. Clancy's going to pick it up off the wall. She's going to push it back up to O'Brien, who goes across the Gwynn. Nice job staying onside by Schneider. Puck's loose. Helms should get a stick on it there. Nice job. Puck's going to squirt free there, where it's going to go ahead and be covered by Ellen. So and Novi coming on D. Looks like we've got Wu out there at center with Helms. Jonathan. There we go. Shot from the point. Smothered by Ellington. 3:23 left to play, period 1. Eagles with the 2-0 lead if you're joining us late. Eagles have definitely spent more time in the offensive zone. Axel, what's the shots on goal?
7-3.
7-3. Eagles with the lead in shots on goal. Axel can do it all. Film, sound engineer, statistician. He's kind of like the Bo Jackson of hockey production. Novi across the Gasso. Gasso shot from the point goes wide. Novi, when he sneaks down there, going to have a high stick here, Koji. What'd you see?
High sticking call. Not a penalty, but maybe all the way down the ice to our end zone. Yeah, Culver, high sticking.
Like,
Well,
everybody's trying to line up.
this is interesting. He's signaling with a high stick, which is supposed to be all the way down, but
How is there such a difference? Like I see a lot of that in.
Conley just said I'm like Bo Jackson.
Huh?
Conley just called me Bo Jackson. You got the phone dude.
got Jonathan in the corner. Alberta on the breakout. Their pass does not connect. That's Gasso. Puts it just past the blue line now. Gasso to Jonathan to Gasso. Gasso fighting through traffic and shot by Novi, blocked. Gasso on the rebound attempt. Almost picked up by Wu. Wu in the corner, behind the net. As Britton in now. Wu applying pressure. Picked up by Gasso. She'll take it in and get a shot off.
Nice shot there by Gasso. 2:03 left to play, period one. 2:03. Your Eagles with the 2-0 lead. Off to a great start here. Looks like we've got some people switching out here. I see Britton with Connolly and Watanabe up front. Schwartz and Sirik in the back end. Ellingson still in net. Pass across to Schwartz. She's going to shoot it wide against the back wall where it's picked up by Connolly.
It was a smart shot by Schwartz, avoiding any shot being blocked that could potentially lead to breakaways.
Watanabe battling down there to keep it in. Schwartz is going to try and stick it in the corner again and see if the Eagles can come up with it. Britton with Watanabe. Watanabe reverses there and maintains.
Net is off.
And we got a net off. I thought where it was tilted and where the Eagles had the puck, that was a better advantage for the Eagles.
Right.
I don't know why we just don't play on. It's probably the biggest frustration that I have in hockey is the net
coming
being
off.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it just seems like there's got to be a better solution to that. But I'm going to take a little water and
Hopefully he freezes the pipe onto the ice.
try and freeze this. I did have an interesting conversation. I never knew this, not being a hockey guy, with a coach a while back, that there are some things that can be done to make the nets not come off, but when it's shared facilities with youth kids, there becomes a danger
It's
involved
a safety
in that.
issue,
Yeah.
right?
And we are in the Blaine Youth Hockey Center here, inside the Super Rink, Rink 7. All right, Northern Alberta pushes it up. Watanabe sweeps in, grabs it, gets it to the wall, little stick handling. Nice move there. She's going to push it back up to Sirik up top. Sirik's going to cycle it over to Schwartz. She's going to dump it into the corner. It's picked up by Northern Alberta. Schwartz with a chip shot back into the Eagle zone, but picked up by Northern Alberta. They're going to fire a long distance shot there into the corner and try and get a move, but it's picked up by Schwartz in the corner, who hits it up to Gwynn. She circles for a second, gives the Eagles a chance to get back on sides. Picked up there. Now Weisner's going to pick it up, try and hit Gwynn off her stick. So that should be no ice there. Into the corner. Pushed up to Northern Alberta. Circled in. Gwynn picks it up, fights for it there. She gets back on side, where O'Brien pushes it up. Picked up by Krantz. She's going to push it back across to Weisner. Gets away from her. She's going to pick it up, chip it forward to Gwynn. Back to Weisner in the Eagles' defensive zone. She's going to smartly push it behind the net and let the clock run out. And Koji, at the end of period 1, Eagles with the 2-0 advantage. Looks like we might get an ice cut here.
Yep.
Eagles are going off the ice as we're headed away to the break here, Koji. What would you be saying to the girls headed in for the break right here? What would your words of wisdom be?
Just keep up the great work. They look great all around. Just make sure the passes are connecting, which they are. Definitely, let's make sure we don't shoot ourselves in the foot. Stay disciplined on the offsides, and so far doesn't seem to be too physical, but that can definitely change as the game progresses. So stay out of the penalty box.
All right, folks, we'll be back in just a bit with another 15 minutes on the clock and start period 2. We'll be back in just a few seconds. Thanks for joining Eagle Hockey. Choose your weapon. All right. Green up.
It's upside. Go. The big one goes on bottom.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We're back. Start of period 2. Connolly giving chase. In the corner. She's joined out there by Watanabe and Britton, centering pass to Britton. Oh, man, that was an inch away from going in. And then the follow there. So close. 2 nice attempts by the Eagles. Centering pass, it's wide. Connolly battling. Nice job there. She's going to center it back across to Britton, who makes a nice move. Had a great, another look at it right there, Koji. Northern Alberta pushes it up, but kept in there by Weiser.
Finally get it out after a minute of sustained attack by the Eagles.
Grants picks it up off the wall. Head up, makes a stretch pass to Connolly. She gets a stick on it there. No ice. Gwen's going to pick it up behind the net. See what she can make happen. Tries to center it, but just nobody there. Schneider picks it up. Schneider across. Novi battling at the blue line. It squirts away. Novi going to fight for it against the back wall. Goes to Schneider, who pushes it up to Gasso. Nice backhanded pass across to O'Brien. She's going to battle at center ice. Pushes it over. Tries to get it to Schneider. Schneider lifts the stick. Gwen, nice little move. Another nice little move. She's going to go backhand there and tries to get it across to O'Brien. Nice series of moves by Piper. Shot wide by Gasso. Rebounds to Novi. She's going to give it a shot. Tries to go to the far post just wide. Picked up again by Gasso. She makes a nice little move there off the stick that was laying in the ice for a second. Schneider centering pass to Gasso. Gasso with the pass there. That stick laying on the ice working like an extra defender for Northern Alberta there. Koji. Oh, picked off by Gwen. She's got some space.
Oh, great play.
A nice shot by Schneider. Say that again, Koji. Feeling like a what?
Feeling like a power play.
Yeah, that's a good thing. So 12:37 left. Eagles pick up where they left off in terms of time of possession and shots on goal. So what are the shots on goal right now?
17-7.
17-7, Eagles lead in shots on goal.
Six, 7. 17-6-7.
Gasso circling behind the net. Pushes it up. Jonathan, Wu, Helms all get a stick on it. Gasso picks it up. She's going to fire a shot. Low and hard. Rebound into the corner where it's picked up by Northern Alberta. They'll try and push it up. Novi gets a stick on it there. Taken by Jonathan. She pushes it across to Helms. Helms going to dump it down deep. Wu going to give chase back behind the wall. Back across. Helms and Wu battling for it there. Joined by Jonathan. Squirts free to Northern Alberta. They're going to try the breakout right here. They get it out in the neutral ice where it's picked up by Schuler. Puck squirts into the Northern Alberta bench. Connolly on with Watanabe and Britton up front. Schuler and Schwartz in the back end. Ellingson between the pipes. 11:40 period 1. Koji, what are you thinking?
Alberta's just having a tough time connecting their passes, and it's really hard to get by or get through these Eagles on their breakout.
Connolly swoops in, grabs that one off Watanabe's stick. Watanabe battling in the corner, picked up by Northern Alberta. Puck pushed around there where it's chased by Britain. She's going to get to it first, comes back across. Watanabe skating hard right there, good body positioning. She's battling right there. Northern Alberta tries to push it out, can't get it done. Connolly's going to get a stick on it against the wall. She pushes it around, circles in behind the net, bounces out there. She's looking for a centering pass. She tries to get it. Schuler gets a stick on it. That helps right there. Picked up by Schwartz at center ice. She delays, pushes it to Connolly. Picked up there. Schwartz kicks it ahead. Oh, had a chance there. Connolly circles. Picks it back up across to Schwartz. She's going to push it in. Pushes it up, taken away there, but picked up by Rodriguez and then Ebling. Battled for against the wall. Wu gets a stick on it. Centering pass there, but picked up by Northern Alberta where Schuler will take it up the wall. She's going to fire a shot. Going to go wide. Didn't hit off the net. Still play on, folks. Krantz and Schuler out there now on D. Ebling, Rodriguez, Wu, Schuler. Kicks it back into the Eagle zone where it's picked up there by Ebling. She's going to try a centering pass. Nice there. The puck's laying in front for
Great
what
play
felt
by
like
Ebling.
an eternity. Yeah, really nice job. Wu gets it. Rodriguez gets a stick on it. Coach, it feels like the Eagles are really limiting the time and space for this Northern Alberta team.
Yeah, they just cannot connect on their passes. And,
Really can't connect more than one pass at a time.
Linesman signaling icing.
Gonna get the icing call here with 9:44 left to play in period 2. Eagles with the 2-0 advantage. Decisive lead in shots on goal. Axel, what's the time of possession been so far?
Go with 17 minutes for the Eagles.
Eagles have had 17 minutes in our zone. Axel does quick computation there. Guy's mind is like basically AI.
That was like 6-7 minutes.
Yeah. 7 minutes and 12 seconds for Northern Alberta. Axel's done the math on that. Pushes it back across. Weisner back behind the net. Schneider's going to bring it to Krantz. Krantz gets it up there to O'Brien. She's going to hit a streaking Gwynn. Gwynn with the toe drag. Can't quite gain control after that. She is able to pick it up again. Makes a nice, nifty little move against the wall. Northern Alberta's going to pick it up there, but kept in by Schneider. Now tapped away by Gwynn. Across to Weisner, over to Krantz. Krantz can't quite get the handle, but then does and pushes it deep where Schneider's going to get on the puck. She breaks it free, picked up by Gwynn. Gwynn backhands it. Tapped by Northern Alberta, but a shot there by Schneider, but a glove save.
It's a bouncing puck. Hard to get the clean shot off, but she still got it.
It feels like those 50-50 pucks are 75-25, maybe even a little higher than that,
In
being
favor
picked
of
up
the
by the
Eagles.
Eagles right now. Novi and Gasso up top. Looks like Wu, Helms, and Jonathan. Oh, Northern Alberta skates away there. Novi going to get the penalty call there. Looks like we haven't quite got possession there. Now we're going to get that whistle.
Just a tough angle, tough play. From the referee's standpoint, I can see that would be an interference call, and I'm
Yeah, I felt
expecting-
like Novi just put her arms up to defend herself
right, exactly.
right there.
The Alberta skater just skated right into Novi, and Novi could not have done anything except to hold her ground.
I think she got her money's worth with the shove afterwards. So the Eagles on the penalty kill here.
Well, if you're going to take someone down, just take her all the way down.
Jonathan picks it up to Wu. Wu there. Nice PK right here.
On the breakout.
Oh, Wu really played well by the Northern Alberta goalie. I thought it was going to be shorty time. Jonathan and Wu just doing a great job. Wu again going to get a second shot on goal in this. Wow, what an excellent job by Natalie Wu and Jonathan as well, right? Like just the pressure up front on that.
Oh, What a great pressure. We have 4 skaters, 2 Alberta and 2 Eagles floating on the far blue line because this is a power play for Alberta. But Wu and Jonathan just doing an excellent job keeping the puck in their zone on a penalty kill.
Sirik and Schuler in the back end. Minute 30 left on this power play. Schuler's going to push it all the way up the ice there. That's fantastic. Run, clock, run. Grant's on now for the Eagles. Connolly pushes it up. She's joined out there by Jonathan. Great energy from those two. Sirik going to trade out now with Weisner. Britton out there. Eagles doing a nice job of fresh legs on the ice here. Northern Alberta playing catch with it in their defensive zone. They're going to dump where it's picked up by Weisner. France is going to be able to get it and dump it all the way back. 48 seconds left. This is a clinic in PK right now, Koji. Britton pressuring. Connolly going to go limit time and space. Oh, she's going to just about got it there, and now she's battling for it. Run, clock, run. Gasso's going to pick it up.
The Eagles are still dominating the possession time in penalty kill.
Fantastic. We can stay on this end of the ice and make it more difficult to score.
Ten seconds remaining on the penalty kill.
Gasso goes for a little breakaway there, gets away from her. Picked up by Schwartz on the back end. She's going to push it around to Gwynn. Can't quite connect, but up into it. Oh, Gwynn's going to have a shot here. She pushes it away. She's going to get a shot. Goes just over the net, but she's able to get her rebound, and we're playing 5-on-5 hockey, Koji. Gets away there.
Second possession in our zone on that.
Yeah, 90 seconds of that 2-minute power kill spent in our zone. Axel's counting. Centering pass there. Gets away. Picked up by Gwynn. Shot high there. Circles back around. Gwynn's going to be able to, nope, Sirik's going to be able to get it against the wall. Pushes it up to Schneider. Schneider battling for it. Picked up by Northern Alberta. But O'Brien gets a stick on it. Northern Alberta gets it. Connects with another pass there, but can't quite catch it again. And here we go. Back to the Eagles. Gasso with the shot. Or, excuse me, pass up ahead. Trying to go to Sirik. Deflected. Sirik's going to push it up the wall.
Tip.
Oh, going to call the ice there. They say no tip. Our in-house referee, Koji Watanabe, I think, was disagreeing with that. Koji, what'd you see there?
Yeah, no, I could see a tip from here. So, but just icing.
5:26 left to play. Period 2. Says period 1 on the board, but it's actually period 2. Wu going to take this face off. She's joined by Helms and Jonathan. Shot goes wide there, or it's picked up by Sirik, who's teaming with Schuler on the back end. Ellingson still in between the pipes. Helms battles with a nice backhanded pass and then gets it again. Great effort by Mackenzie Helms, who knocks it down with the second try. Great backhanded opportunity there, Koji, and then she stuck with it and jammed it home.
I could tell she knew to be there. Just great positioning. There to pick up the rebound. And good execution. She didn't have much space to put that puck in the net, but she got it done. Great job.
Fantastic job by Helms there in front of the net. The second effort. She's going to stay on the ice, joined here by Jonathan and Wu. Schuler and Sirik in the back end. Eagles take the 3-0 lead. Jonathan able to pick it up. Wu with an excellent kick. Back to Jonathan. Jonathan kicks it. No. Axel may have thought there was a trip. You might have been able to hear him through the mic there, but no call there.
An obvious trip.
Northern Alberta not able to quite get the handle where it's picked up by Wu. Nice move by her. Some excellent stick handling by the Eagles here. Watanabe's going to give chase against the back wall. Great effort by her. Britton picks it up against the back wall. There's a hold, and it looks like they got it. Looks like the Eagles are going to be on a power play here, Koji.
Definitely. It's a holding penalty on Alberta. Or roughing. No, it is a holding penalty.
Holding's a call here. Eagles on the power play. Looks like the first power play group is on the ice, which consists of Gwynn, Wu at center. Going to be joined by O'Brien up front, Gasso and Weisner in the back end for power play 1 with the 3-0 lead, 4:08 left to play, period 2. Gasso picks it up. She's going to push it across to Gwynn, who dumps it down low. O'Brien brings it back up to the top to Weisner. Gasso against the boards. She's going to be supported by Weisner. Pushes it back there. Weisner going to survey across to Gasso. Gasso goes to skip past to Gwynn. Gwynn takes it there, pushes it down to O'Brien, centering past to Wu. She tries the one-timer, can't quite get it. Excellent play by Weisner at the blue line.
Great job by Weisner keeping the puck.
Weisner going to take the shot there. Pushed out by Northern Alberta. Good pressure there. 1:17 left. Weisner going to gather up behind the net.
O'Brien will go off. We have Watanabe floating up high in the neutral zone.
Gwynn and Gasso battling against the boards. It's pushed down there again by Weisner's going to pick it up. Wu pushes it back to Weisner. 52 seconds left on the power play. Gwynn has some time and space. She's able to push it up the wall. She's going to battle for it there. Picked up by Northern Alberta, where it's going to be picked up back behind the net. Schwartz picks it up. Settles in behind the net. She's looking for Connolly. No, Jonathan. Jonathan looking up ahead. She's going to circle back. Get ahead of steam. Jonathan's going to push it up the ice. She's got Schneider looking for her. Circles, brings it back up top to Schwartz, who jumps it back to Jonathan. Gets away there, picked up there, but outside the blue line. Schwartz brings it back. Circles, looking for somebody. Gets it to Schneider. Schneider can't quite get it. Goes to Connolly. Eagles are going to be on the 5-on-5, but they've got to play here. Backhand by Watanabe goes off. Schneider had a
Back on
chance.
5-on-5.
Pushes to the middle. Schneider wins the battle in the corner. She pushes it over to Connolly. Connolly's got it there. Looking for Jonathan, circling. She's going to push it to the middle and drop it for Novi. Novi with the shot that goes wide. Connolly circles there. Novi and Gasso in the back end. Jonathan up front, circles behind the net. She's got Gasso at the point. She's going to bring it, rip one there. Circles in front. Connolly backhand across to Rodriguez, who just misses, and then I think another shot by Connolly.
Backhand pass by Connolly over to Rodriguez.
Man.
Another chance to Jonathan.
Eagles weren't able to get the goal on the power play, but maintain possession through the 5-on-5, keep it the entire time, even get some girls on the ice on the change. Yeah. Don't allow it into center ice.
And still keep it in the zone.
Another 3 shots on goal, which brings our total to
33-9.
33-9. Eagles lead in shots on goal, according to our statistician, Axel Liebecker. Picked up by Northern Alberta. Breakout pass there. Another pass there. But can't seem to get that third pass. They can get one. They can get two. I'm going to give the ice call there. Koji, what'd you think there?
Oh, I think either Wu or maybe Rodriguez that tipped the puck just past the red line. So I was hoping for a wash out of the icing call, but here we are.
Wu wins it to Rodriguez. He tries to get it to Gasso. Gasso with a nice play there. Gets possession, tries to hit a streaking Ebling. Centering pass there, taken away by Wu. Wu pushes it up. Nice space there to Ebling. Ebling's going to push it there. She's got Rodriguez on the side. Ebling with a nice shot. Goes loose in front. Great rebound opportunity. Really nice job by the Eagles there, Koji. 35.1 seconds left to play in period 2. The 3-0 advantage feels a lot better than 2-0. Just so many things can happen in a hockey game at 2-0. All of a sudden it goes to 2-1. You pull a goalie late. And you don't know what happens, but 3-0 feels good right now. I'd like to get one more on the board. One more on the board and just put this thing away right here.
35 seconds remaining, second period.
Pass comes across where it's going to be picked up, taken away by Schuler, who brings it back across to Sirik. Sirik's going to try to get it up the wall. O'Brien and Schneider battling there. Sirik pushes it up the wall again. She keeps battling and gets it to O'Brien, who flips it up to Gwen. Gwen streaking up the ice. She's going to get a shot here, and there's the fourth one we needed. With 6.3 seconds left to play in period 2. Piper Gwynn streaking up the wall, puts it up in the top shelf. That was a nice goal.
Nice goal, just right above the glove.
Really a nice job of several Eagles keeping it alive and up the boards here, and all of a sudden it squirts out, and the next thing you know, Jed's a millionaire. Schneider's going to take this with 6.3 seconds left here. From a psychological perspective, that's just a dagger to the heart of Northern Alberta. Gwynn going to try and be greedy and go for one more. Go, kid.
Why not?
Takes a shot. That one sails high. But fantastic. If the puck's back there, no way they're going to be able to score. So, end of period 2. Again, says period 1 on the board if you see the scoreboard, folks. But into period 2. Eagles with the 4-0 advantage. Axel, where are we at with time of possession right now for the Eagles?
What, 35 minutes for the Eagles to 5. 35 to 5.
35 to 5? Well, Axel, I'm not sure if you know this or not, but these have been 15-minute periods.
Yep.
So the Eagles have had
35 to 5.
Okay, slight revision there, folks. We're going to go with 25 to 5.
Doubling down on it.
He had the percentages correct. Just forgot we're playing 15-minute periods here. Could have happened to anyone. Yeah. Yep. Koji, what are you thinking here headed into period 3?
Hey, just keep up with the momentum and punch a couple more in.
What would you like to see the Eagles get better at here in the third period?
Ooh. Really going after rebounds. This game, I think they've done a great job. I believe it was yesterday and maybe in some of the previous games. They get the shot off, but then we're not there to execute on the rebounds. So, well, all around, their passes are connecting. They're keeping up good pressure. So it's really hard to find.
Done a nice job staying offsides. I think we had the one early offsides, but they've definitely called that tight here and consistent.
Yep.
In both games. Only had the one penalty, have stayed on sides, haven't beaten ourselves. So the Eagles definitely seem to be playing some good hockey here today. Watanabe out there with Britton, Connolly, Weisner, and Krantz. Ellingson still in goal. We push it up there where it's taken by Weisner. She's going to get it to Connolly. Connolly pushes it up where it's going to be taken by Krantz. She's going to make a move, pushes it up, skates, looks to get some space, looks for the centering pass to Jonathan. off her stick. Good pass by Jace. Weisner picks it up. She's going to bang it off the boards here. Pushes it down, chased by Helms. Helms gets a stick and a skate on it. Can't quite get it away. Thrown up there, where it's picked up by Gasso. She's going to dump it into the corner and chase it. She's back against the wall where she's joined by Jonathan. Jonathan's going to push it up to Wu. Wu pushes it across to Novi. Novi, a good job of getting that away. Almost streaking Northern Alberta player there. Novi, no call there, no trip. Koji, what'd you see there?
Well, it was a trip, but there was no change in possession, so I think the ref let it go.
Jonathan picks it up against the wall. She pushes it up to Gasso. She's going to take the one-timer in front there where it's smothered by the Northern Alberta goalie with 13-19 left to play, period 3. Eagles with the 4-0 advantage.
Yeah, had Alberta got the puck, picked up the puck and gained possession, then I would have expected a tripping call for sure, but the puck will remain in the zone.
Our certified hockey official, Koji Watanabe, with years of experience, bringing his insight and wisdom to you folks. Text Koji, let him know how much you appreciate his wisdom and knowledge, folks. Picked up by Northern Alberta, pushed up to Novi at the blue line. She's going to chip it back to O'Brien. O'Brien centering pass towards Snyder, but Gwynn's going to pick it up against the wall. Gwynn makes a nifty little move there, pushes it across to Gasso. Gasso fakes a shot, tries to make a move there. Gets away from her. Oh, puck coming back out to Northern Alberta, but taken by Gasso, pushed over to Gwynn. Gwynn picks it up. She's circling. No offsides there. Close.
It is just impossible to get the puck past Gasso. She is just incredible with her stick work.
Really a nice job there keeping it in. It's definitely been a wall there. Looks like we're going to get a whole host of new Eagles here. Ebling, Rodriguez with Wu, Schwartz and Sirik in the backs. Ellingson in net. Push it across to Sirik. She tries to keep it in and does. She's going to be able to dump it in there where it's chased by Wu. She pushes it across the back wall, joined by Ebling. She's battling over there, squirts away. Sirik tries to get a stick on it, can't quite. Pushed by Ebling to Schwartz. Schwartz is going to use the wall and push it to Wu. Loose there at center ice, battled for by Schwartz and Wu against the wall. They're going to be able to get it across to Sirik. Sirik's going to bring it across to Ebling. She gets a stick on it there, pushed up by Northern Alberta. They're going to take it into the zone. Sirik gets a stick. They get a shot harmlessly off the pads where it's pushed up by Rodriguez, smothered by Schwartz. She pushes it across to Sirik.
Like we have a penalty for slashing.
Going to have a slash here. Uriah Rodriguez with the slashing penalty. I did not see that one, Koji. I think I was had shifted my eyes up.
Yeah, it was right along the boards. There were a lot of traffic, maybe 3-4 players tangled up.
So Eagles going to have the penalty kill opportunity here. Connolly and Britton up front. Looks like Krantz and Weisner in the back. Northern Alberta with the quick shot right off the face-off there. Get a shot on goal. Axel.
28-3.
28-3.
That's 4.
28-4. Not sure. We'll have to rewind the broadcast, but I think those numbers were higher, folks, earlier. But
They lost.
I think he goes back and watches the tape in between and adjusts as we go. All right. Puck pushed down to the far end where it's picked up by Northern Alberta. 1:36 left on the penalty kill. Picked up the ice. Gasso picks it up there. Britton pushes it up. She's going to go for the change. Eagles do a nice job of rotating players in and out quickly on the PK. Novi battles for it there. She gives a little love tap against the wall. She's still battling against the wall.
Novi just single-handedly handling 2 Alberta players. They're having a tough time
Squirts away now to Gasso.
controlling the puck, and now they get it out.
Gasso going to push it the length of the ice. 52 seconds left. Puck picked up by Gwen. She's got some open ice there, and we're going to get the offside.
That was a 2-on-0 situation there, or 2-on-1.
Natalie just a little eager there. They, again, really calling it tight, consistent though throughout the tournament. Schuler and Schwartz join the back end with Wu and Gwynn up front. 29 seconds left in this PK. Puck deflected there by Schwartz. She's going to grab it against the back wall, rim it all the way around, where it's going to be pressured by Gwynn. Brings it back up top again. Picked up by Northern Alberta, where it's pressured by Gwynn up top. Puck loose there, lifted stick, and Schuler's going to be able to bring that back around. Gwynn's going to get some pressure. Northern Alberta flops it into the back end.
Rodriguez is out, and Britton is coming in.
5-on-5 hockey here, folks. Nice job on the PK again by the Eagles. Battled for behind the net, but they need to go ahead and get this out of the zone. Shot there, easily smothered by Ellingson. Excellent job on the PK by the Eagles, Koji. 9:38 left to play in period 3. Eagles with the 4-0 advantage. Connolly, Watanabe out there with Britton, joined by Krantz and Weisner in the back end. Ellingson in the pipes. Watanabe with a nice move, pushing it up the ice here. Oh, and a shot there. Shot/pass, I think, trying to hit the streaking Connolly there. Really a nice effort by Maya. Quite the burst there. And Connolly's going to take the face off with 9:27 left. Just squirts past Krantz, but picked up by Weisner. She circles and pushes it up to Watanabe. He fights for it at the blue line. She tries to bring it back to Weisner, who fires a shot that hits off Britton. Watanabe battles with Connolly. Connolly picks it up clean, going to dump it for Watanabe. She centers it right back to Connolly. Oh, great idea. Excellent give and go. Picked up by Watanabe off the wall. She pushes it up to Krantz at the top, squirts away from her into center ice. She's going to calmly push it over to Weisner, who's going to gather it up. We're going to get some line change going on here, picked up by Britton. She's joined by Connolly. Britton forces it, pushes it up. Nice job there against 4 Northern Alberta players. Picked up by Gasso. She's going to fire a shot. Pops up in the air. There was that somebody in front of the net you were looking for, Koji.
Yep, Jonathan and Connolly. Another shot from point by Novi. This goes wide right.
Jonathan battles for it against the wall. She pushes it over to Helms. Helms gets it back across where Novi's going to get a chance to battle for it there. Novi gets a stick on it. Northern Alberta controls behind the net where it's taken away by Wu. Wu battling in the corner, pushes it up to Jonathan. Jonathan to Gasso. Gasso with the shot. Hard and low, bouncing in front. Picked up by Alberta. They're going to take it, push it up the ice. It's going to be dumped in there. They're going to chase. Gasso's going to pick it up the back wall. She's going to push it up to Jonathan. Jonathan's going to hit Helms. Helms is going to get a stick on it, bounce it across the wall. She's going to push it ahead to Wu. Fires the shot there. Jonathan chases against the back wall. Really nice puck movement. I was actually able to call out where they were going to go with it before they did, Koji. You could just see those plays developing.
Yep, definitely. Once again, Alberta having trouble coming out of their zone. Eagles with nice pressure.
Sirik and Schuler now join in the back end. O'Brien with Gwynn. Gwynn centering
Nice
pass for Schneider. Schneider can't quite get the handle. Gwynn does, but just
just a little bit outside.
Inches wide. Yep.
Puck pushed around in the back wall. Northern Alberta pushes it between Sirik and Schuler. Schuler's going to give chase, pick it up against the wall. She's going to hit Gwynn, who's going to pick it up. Survey, dump to O'Brien. O'Brien pushes in. Yep. I believe that's
Very
going to be a hook.
Easy hooking call there.
So Eagles, looks like it's going to be power play 2 here, Koji. I see Jonathan, Watanabe, Connolly, joined by Schwartz and Schneider. Ellingson between the pipes, 6:33 left to play. Eagles going to be on the 2-minute power play right here. Connolly going to take this face off. The Eagles can get possession. Watanabe taps it to Jonathan, who taps it to Schwartz, who taps it back to Jonathan. Jonathan makes a nifty little move. She's looking for Connolly in the corner. She gets her centering pass right there to Watanabe for the one-timer. I bet she'd like that one back. Just outside the blue line, it's pushed to Schwartz, who brings it back to Jonathan, gathering up there. Schwartz is going to push it across to Jonathan, who takes it across the blue line, makes a couple moves there, pushes it across to Schneider. Schneider surveys, looking for Watanabe in the middle, can't get it, brings it back across to Schwartz, who hits Jonathan on the side, over to Watanabe. She takes the shot there, smothered by the Northern Alberta goaltender. Nice movement there. 1:24 left on the power play, 5:56 in the game, Coachy.
Great work by Jonathan, setting up the play, just keeping the puck just inside the blue line and being patient. And once again, face off in their zone, keeping the puck in the offensive side. Minute 10 remaining in the power play.
Northern Alberta gains control. They're going to push it all the way up the ice, where it's going to be picked up off the back wall by Schwartz. She's going to survey. Pushes it up to Gwynn. Across to Weisner. Weisner to Gasso. Gasso surveying, circling. Thought she was going to dump it for a second. She holds it, brings it back to Weisner. Weisner across to Gwynn. Gwynn pushes it cross ice to Gasso. Gasso looks to Wu. Northern Alberta got a stick on it. 32 seconds left on the power play here, Koji. Power play 1 on the ice. Wu gonna take this face off. She's joined by O'Brien and Gwynn, Gasso and Weisner. 5:05 left, period 3. Wu battling against the wall, gets it to O'Brien. O'Brien battling behind the net. She's working really hard there, pushes it over to to Gwynn. Over to Gasso, shot there. 5-0 Eagles.
Gasso wide open on the backside. The pass was slightly tipped, but Gasso was able to still pick up the pass with her reach, and great shot, great goal.
Brings it in from damn near point blank range there, wide open. Time to gather and do that. She's not going to miss many of those.
Hard for the goalies to switch from one side to the other with the pass like that.
So Eagles on the ice here send out Rodriguez and Ebling with Connolly, Schwartz, and Sirik. Ellingson in net. Puck picked up by Schwartz across to Sirik. Sirik skates it up, pushes it into the ice, into the Eagles' offensive zone. Picked up against the back wall. Sirik looking for Rodriguez. She tried to push it to Ebling. Ebling's going to grab it now against the wall. Sirik holds it at the blue line, pushes it back in. Nice play by her there. Ebling battling against the wall. Sirik down low. Connolly's going to give chase. Connolly picks it up. Nice backhand there. She's fighting for it, looking for a centering pass. She chips it where Rodriguez is going to pick it up. Picks it up to Schwartz. She takes it off her skate and over to Sirik. Sirik shoots it there or passes it against the wall to open space. Schwartz is going to dump it down. Ooh, tried to hit that little back wall rebound, but it hits off the Northern Alberta player. Pushed up the ice there. They're going to skate into the foreground where it's taken away by Sirik. brings out into neutral ice, gathered in by Alberta. They're going to pass it to Rodriguez. I think it almost surprised Uriah a little bit. She had a bunch of open ice there.
And another turnover by the Eagles.
Wu gets a stick on it. Eagles are going to get a change here. Northern Alberta's got some open ice with the change. They skate into the offensive zone. That one sails wide. Gonna be chipped back down in front where Gasso's gonna give chase. She's gonna get it probably up to Helms. Yes, there it is. Helms can't quite main control at center ice. Gasso grabs it back. She's got it with some help from Jonason. She's going to push it all the way down deep. She's looking for the centering pass to Wu. Oh, nice pass. Boy, I don't see Natalie miss that one very often. That one, she might wake up in the middle of the night tonight still thinking about that one. Definitely had the backside there, tried to jam it in.
Yeah.
Excellent pass by Gasso. 2:52 left to play. 5-0 Eagles. Novi and Gasso in the back end, going to be joined by Wu, Helms, Jonason. Novi picks it up, passes it up to Jonason, who pushes it down to Wu, pushes it across to Helms. Helms battling against the wall. She's pinned there, but Wu circles in. Wu, Helms battling for it in front. Novi picks it up across the Gasso. One-timer there, hits off the goalie's pads. Wu picks it up. She pushes it up to Helms. Helms pushing it over to Novi. Novi's going to fire it off the skate of Wu, who tries to push it. Puck still loose. Alberta brings it into neutral ice. Nice stick lift by Helms there, who's able to get it across the Gasso. She pushes it up, tries the toe drag.
Offside.
Well, we've been talking about how the Eagles had done such a nice job at that. .202 left to play. Period 3, Eagles with a 5-0 lead. Connolly gets it across to Watanabe, who brings it to Schuler. Puck squirts away from her. She's going to pick it up the back wall and skate with it there. Gets it up, but can't quite hit O'Brien. Krantz is going to pin against the wall. Connolly battling for it with Krantz. She brings it up. Can't quite get it. Picked up by Northern Alberta. Looked for the centering pass there. Watanabe pushes it up off the wall. She's going to get it to Britton. She's joined by Connolly and Watanabe. Centering pass there off the pads. Watanabe had a shot at it. Connolly had a shot at it. Couldn't quite find the back of the net. But a nice job by the Eagles. Watanabe plays it over to Schuler. Schuler to Krantz. Krantz is going to pick it up there. Hit it to Britton, who tried to chip it up to Connolly. Going to hit off the Northern Alberta player. 1:10 left, period 3. Eagles with a 5-0 lead. What'd you see there, Koji?
Puck out of play.
Did have a power play-ish feel to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
5-on-5 hockey here, but it had a power play feel to it. That's happened a few times here today. That's a good thing for the Eagles. Schneider's going to take this face-off, joined by Rodriguez and Ebling. Sirik and Weisner in the back end. Picked up by
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez. Nice move by her. Shot sails just a bit high. Weisner tries to keep it in there, and we got a 3-on-1 here.
One.
Excellent job by Sirik. The Alberta players kind of bunched up there. Koji made it a little easier.
Yeah, they should have used more of the ice and spread out.
Weisner with a nice little poke check there. Ebling battling against the wall. Rodriguez trying to get that one free. Sirik's going to just take a little bit of time here, gather that thing up. Weisner hits a streaking Jonason. Jonason going to push it back to Weisner. Weisner bangs it off the glass where it's going to be picked up. 7 seconds left to play. Pushed into neutral ice. Schwartz comes in and buries that one deep, and that's going to do it, folks. Your Culver Eagles come away with a 5-0 lead here versus Northern Alberta. Excuse me, not a lead, a win. Game, set, match.
Shutout for Ellingson.
Ellingson plays very well, continues her poised play between the pipes. Several Eagles with just multiple opportunities. We'll run the totals here in a second in time of possession and shots on goal from Axel. What do we got?
56 minutes to 7 minutes.
56 minutes to 7 minutes, he says, for shots on goal.
4 shots to 3.
44 to 3 shots on goal from our official statistician, sound engineer, and video production, as well as scheduling manager.
Their goal, or their shots on our goal, or our shots on our goal, they get a couple more.
Okay, not sure I followed what Axel said there, but that's not the first time, folks. Koji, final wrap-up thoughts here from the Super Rink here in Blaine, Minnesota. What are you looking forward to seeing the Eagles do tonight?
Just the same sustained attack and pressure. Just love the great work they've done, just keeping the puck in their zone and playing great amount of pressure and playing a very disciplined game as well. So,
well, there you have it. From the man himself, Koji Watanabe, the man, the myth, the legend. We're going to wrap up here, folks, from Blaine, Minnesota, inside the Super Rink. We'll be back tonight at what time, Axel?
Like 4 something?
Bill Schuler looks for it in his pocket. Nobody knows. We're not sure what time. Hold on, folks. We got multiple people looking for it.
6, 7, 5.
Coach says he's looking for it. Axel says 675. That was extremely helpful.
6:30 p.m.
5:30 maybe?
This one had a limit.
So we think 5:30 Central Standard Time tonight versus
Minnesota Black.
Minnesota Black Elite Double Platinum Gold Royalty tonight at 5:30 p.m. ish.
Central.
Check your schedules. Central Standard Time. We'll be back bringing you live Eagles hockey.
Early game on Sunday.
And then we'll be followed with an early morning game tomorrow at 7 a.m. And that'll wrap up the schedule, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time against Lovell Academy. And over and out. We thank you for joining in, folks. This has been Eagles Hockey from Blaine, Minnesota. Make it a great day.